by Cancer. It's March 21st reading, 2023 for the new moon in Aries. For the next 2 weeks, this is a new moon, brings in new cycles, and the theme for your new moon cycle is the Lovers, which is a choice that you need to make. You are standing at a crossroads in some aspect of your life, and the Lovers offers a choice between something mundane or your passions and something loftier, something for the good of everyone. Something of a more spiritual nature, I think. So, anyway, it's a crossroads. You're going to have to make a decision. Let's see what that is for you. Okay, so new moons bring in new cycles. You have the Three of Swords, so you are healing from emotional turbulence. Could be actual physical pain, could be emotional. It could also be just the doldrums, right? Feeling sort of separated from life, from a person, from yourself sometimes, from the outside world. But it is the healing. It's the beginning of the healing of that. Okay, and it could just be inclement weather. We're having some weird weather, so it could be inclement weather that is causing some problems, physical, mental, or emotional. And a lot of the times, this is the hardest part, right? The last bit of winter. Even though we're going into spring, that doesn't mean that the weather changes immediately. So, yeah, we're all wanting some much better weather. All right, so along with that, you have the Seven of Wands. This is more like defending your ideals, defending yourself. It's almost like a bit of a sneak attack, though, because he's got two different shoes on, so something had to happen in a hurry. You know, he had to mobilize in a hurry. But it is defending ourselves, defending our ideals. It's people and situations that try to knock you down from your situation, from your high placement. But you stand above. So if there is competition around, chances are you win out because of your higher ideals, as long as you have them, right? Okay. Now with the three energy, we want to be careful that we're not creating those situations ourselves, those difficult emotional situations, by dwelling on it or sitting in that energy. But it seems to me like this comes from outside. We just have to help ourselves out of it. And this can be people and situations that you're dealing with. Perhaps it's other people that you're dealing with that are having some sort of breakdown or physical impairment, some pain, that kind of thing. And you could even be defending them. Great. You are the Devil, so you're holding on to something here. Or you could be the antagonist. That's also possible with the Devil card. Like you're behaving difficult. But let's see. Queen of Wands. You're certainly fiery. This is the Leo card, so this could be ego. This could all be very ego-driven with the Queen of Wands. Leo is the ego. When their ego is balanced, the Queen of Wands, if you're behaving like a Queen of Wands, when their ego is balanced, they're healers. They're superb manifestors. They are, people want to be around them. They're attractive. When they're not, they are the devil. They are dark. They are, they're ego-driven. But yeah, so the devil is Saturn, right? It's associated with the planet Saturn and Capricorn. And this is kind of like, it's all about me. And that's what I mean by ego-driven. So you do want to be careful of that you're not creating this scenario, if you don't have to, right? Can also be that you are releasing some situations and people, or you need to release some situation or people or substance abuse, that kind of thing as well. It could be causing a lot of difficulty for you, because the devil is attachment. So the things that we are attached to that are no longer good for us, those passions, right? So substance, people, places, things we can't let go of that are no longer good for us. And you can also be healing from that with the Queen of Wands, because she is the healer. So maybe you're discovering this and it's time to let go of it. But I do see some difficulty here with that Three of Swords and the Devil. It doesn't make it easy, but good for you for trying, and I'm sure you'll get there, because with the Queen of Wands, that's healing energy. Now, we can be attached to anything. We could be attached to a ideology, right? We can be attached to someone who's not good for us. We can be attached to the pain of suffering. You kind of have to ask yourself, if I'm holding on to something that's not good for me, what am I really getting out of it? Do you know what I mean? Because if we are getting something out of it, we're holding on to it then. If we're getting nothing out of it, then it's easier for us to let it go. So the devil says, the devil's an interesting card. He shows you the full hand. He's not holding anything back. You can see in plain sight what it is that you need to let go of, and then it's just up to you to do it. But there is a healing with that, and I like that very much. Yeah. Well, first of all, the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, so definitely make a wish. But it's overindulgence. And that's definitely the devil. And a King of Pentacles. Okay. That's my Gemini card. He's the CEO. He is the master of his physical world, which is why he's a CEO. Okay. So if you were trying to let go of heartache, or trying to let go of somebody else where a relationship wasn't working out, you may find your wish in somebody else, somebody who's more stable, the King of Pentacles. But this is a fulfilled wish, the Nine of Cups. It's a great card. But again, with that Devil card, it can be overindulgence. And with the King of Pentacles, on the negative side of the King of Pentacles, he's highly focused on business and health, mostly business, and nothing else. So there has to be a balance, right? And so relationships can suffer, or other things can suffer, because he's so highly, highly focused on just, work or finances, and has little time for anything else. A CEO would, right? It's not the easy job, but he's richly rewarded for it. So if there are problems at work, or if you had to leave a job, or you were let go because of difficult situations happening at the place, you were laid off, that kind of thing, I do feel like if it's financial, you'll come out okay. You'll get a wish, maybe a better job than you even thought. And again, this is the competition card. So if there is competition, it's chances are you get the position because of your higher ideals. And Cancer is a cardinal sign, and they are people who do things excellently. So you would shine above the rest, absolutely. I don't think you have to be dark about it with the devil, right? Because this can be ruthless ways of gaining control or getting what you want. I don't really think you need to do that, especially if you're the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is just magnetically, she can do it. She doesn't have to do it ruthlessly or through ego. She's just talented that way. She's just, it just works out. She's just got that kind of energy. All right, so let's get some clarity here. Eight of Swords is a situation where you feel stuck in, where it's really literally stuck in the mud, but you feel like you can't affect a solution. And this card always says you're not supposed to at the moment. It doesn't always say that, but for me it's very much an indicator that if you wait, things will turn around to your favor. So it's kind of like, you know, the struggle is futile. You'll only dig yourself deeper into the mud. So relax and let the situation turn back in your favor. 8 is putting a lot of energy into struggle. It's putting a lot of energy into not being able to do something. So that energy can better be used somewhere else. Nice. This is what I mean, the Four of Wands. This is celebrations. It's a rite of passage. They're people who invite you into their situation. You can think of this as like the marketplace, and everybody has something to offer, right? And they're like, come in, sell all your wares here, or show us what you've got here. These are situations, people that think like you, that act like you, that invite you into their situation. It's very good. It brings some solidity to your passions. Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. Really good card. Financial negotiations would turn out well. This is also the dailies, your daily life, the people that you speak to on your way to work, the people at work, the people after work, the shop owners, it's daily life and the people that you come in contact with and your conversations that you have with them. It can also be your legacy, so you accumulate a lot of money so that you know, your future children can have something. This can also just be that we're coming up against some difficult times and difficult people, and we have to maneuver around them a little bit. So the Four of Wands is finding the right people in places during difficult scenarios, difficult situations. But it is other people imposing their ego on you, or it can be. All right, so that looks fantastic with the Ten of Pentacles. It's a lot of money as well, which a CEO would accumulate. But it's definitely a wish coming true, which is really nice. The little feather in your cap. And I think you will be very satisfied. I would, however, stay away from substance during this time, as far away as you can. The further, the better. What does Spirit want you to know? Huh? You have the Knight of Swords. The Gemini just had this as what does Spirit want them to know? This is something that comes in to save the day, or a person that comes in to save the day. Now, this can be you or it can be somebody else. But it's something that comes in quite quick and unexpected. It's an unstoppable force. It's focus. It's courage. It can be impulsive, or it can be aimless. And you look pretty focused to me. And with the outcome, I think it's something that comes in and saves the day. Very nice. It's a quick-moving energy. It's kind of like my knight in shining armor. And it can leave just as quickly, but it does its job, right? It comes in, it saves the day, and now he's off to save someone else's day. That's how quick it can be. But it's good. It's good. So be courageous. Be unstoppable. You'll get what you want. I see that here. Okay? Thanks for listening, Cancer. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading, and I do the dailies. Take good care. Bye.